BIQ, the experts in AI and automation for SMEs. Get in touch with them today by emailing hello@biq-consulting.com and book yourself a call. Thank you to Gareth and the team for their continued support of the channel.
Sing it.
Good morning, one and all, and welcome back to The Other Side. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your morning brew because I haven't done one in a little while, and things have been quite busy and quite chaotic behind the scenes. Even if you haven't seen me so much on screen, I assure you that a lot has been going on behind the camera, if you like. So this morning was just a catch-up, really, sort of getting everybody up to speed with what's been happening, what's going to be happening going forward. You know, loads of different plans. I keep saying, like, there's loads of stuff planned going forward, and I'm going to get into it a little bit today. Obviously, some things aren't finalised, but I want to let everybody, like, have a bit of a peek behind the curtain as to what is to come on all the channels that we're running now. So for those that are struggling to keep up, this is The Other Side. This is where we look at everything other than life in general, really. This is my life as being a content creator, an influencer, whatever you want to call it, whatever cringe term that you can come up with, then that's probably where I fit at the minute. It's still one of those where when you're in public, it's not very... it's not something I'm not yet comfortable with. I'm still not that comfortable filming in public, you know, or even in company at times. It's a really strange thing. I'm in a bit of a comfort zone here, which might be something I have to get used to changing as we go. But yeah, this is more like what it's like to not only be a content creator or full-time on YouTube. There'll be other things that we cover here. So mental health is something that's really, really important to me, and something that I'm a strong advocate of speaking openly about if you're comfortable to do so, but also letting other people know that it's okay if you're struggling, because everybody struggles in their own way. Physical health is something that we've shifted to an awful lot, as well, as I have started to finally get myself in gear and do something about it. I'm currently 16 pounds down after significant work in the gym, thanks to Finn McNamara, who's my personal trainer at S20 in Sheffield. He's stuck with me through some frustrating times. Not from him. He's never shown an ounce of frustration with me, but I have. I've been frustrated with it because I was working hard in the gym and I didn't really see a huge impact on my appearance, and that was probably quite narcissistically, maybe, but that was my motivation, because I wasn't happy with my appearance. And I'm starting to see some changes, but ultimately, I'm feeling better. I'm sleeping better. I'm feeling better. I'm getting stronger all the time. I think initially, when I was doing my initial gym work, there was some fat loss and some muscle gain, which, when you're looking purely at the scales, you don't see a momentum shift. Then I've started taking Oxford Natural Supplements, who came on as a sponsor to the channel, and we'll be talking about all these sorts of things in terms of sponsorship deals and things like that. I've got a show planned for this channel called How to Build a Business. Whether I actually get into up and running with that, I'm not entirely sure. And it's not me telling anybody, because I don't know necessarily. It's just what I've been doing, and I'm also going to be looking through a book that's been written by my business coach, John Asquith, called Before You Scale. And we're going to go through that in terms of sort of shoring up my business plans and stuff like that. And sort of you coming along with me as I try and improve my businesses, I suppose. So that is something we're going to be looking at. So we've got Can Gym Get Slim? That's the physical journey, if you like. We've got Morning Brew. And we've got How to Build a Business on this channel. We discuss everything in between as well. We've also got the Blades Ramble, which is where everything started. My love for Sheffield United was, I put it on YouTube just over 3 years ago, I think it was. And it has grown into everything that I do, really. My family will always be the most important thing to me. But to have now a career which is mad to say, that you have built by talking about your football club, your true calling, something I would be doing and talking about with my mates away from any of this, to build something around that and have people join me along the way and become such good friends as part of this community and forging such good friendships. I pinch myself, really. And I'm going to talk to you about some of the plans for the Blades Ramble for the coming season. And we've also done a big shift on the second channel, which has undergone a couple of makeovers in its time. It was originally the Jimmy Ramble channel, then it went to Behind the Ramble, then it went to Ramble FC, and then we sort of had an offshoot, which I think this channel became Behind the Ramble. And that is more of the essence of what the other side is about. It's the other side of everything. But it's now the Jimmy Smith channel, and that because I've had a lot of advice from good people, not just my business coach, but other successful creators in the space who I also work closely with, who have their own channels in their own name, and you become the brand yourself. And as much as I'm uncomfortable with that, because I don't, believe it or not, I don't like being in the spotlight. If you've met me personally, you'll know that I'm quite, or I can be quite reserved and a little bit awkward at times, but that's just who I am, really. I know where I'm comfortable and I stick to my lane as best I can. But that is now the Jimmy Smith channel, which will cover all things EFL Championship. We might cover a little bit of League One, League Two, as and when a big story comes out. There's some big clubs, obviously, in League One now. But predominantly that will be a Championship channel, because I absolutely love that league. So we've got several plates spinning. I've also got proper football with my mates Carl Fowler and Conor McGilligan, who are great creators in their own right, and I get the rub off them because they are big channels. And but more important, that's not why we're together. It's because I get on great with them both. And Cal will actually be doing some content on the Jimmy Smith channel next season, I think, if we can just firm that up. I proposed it to him. He's happy to do it, but obviously I don't want to say something that's out of turn. So on the Blades Ramble next season, we are looking at sticking with all your familiar favourite shows. Three Mighty Blades will stay, hopefully. Obviously, this is when it shows that I rely on other people, I can't ever just go in 100% and say this will always be the case. But Three Mighty Blades is scheduled to continue with myself, Dave the Nose, and the Man Mountain. Absolutely love that show. So that will continue. VMB will continue to be the sponsor of that show. Thank you for their continued support of the Ramble. Hot Off the Presser will stay. That'll be a slightly different format. I experimented with it in the last game of last season, where instead of getting a transcript off, and sorry to Gaz from Business IQ, who did a lot of work in helping me get through the transcript and then get me a prompt and all this sort of stuff, who did a lot of work in the background, and then I've just changed the whole way of doing it. But I'm going to try and get a little bit like I've been doing previously, get the press conference, record it and get it on the screen, pause it as and when he's going. So we'll go through it together as Wilder's answering the questions at the press conferences. So that is how Hot Off the Presser is going to be run going forward. That'll be me. There's been a big shift in people. So I think, if I'm being completely honest, and that is what we are here to be, I'm always open, and it might not always go down well with people, and I hope that people understand why we're making the moves that we are, and nothing big is changing. I just think somewhere along the way, I've not been on as much as I'd have liked to have been, and there's been some people saying I need to see you more on screen. I know that sounds daft because we've got so many channels, so you can see me everywhere, I think, at the minute, but other people have been stepping in and doing a great job, but people are saying to me now that you're not on as much as, they subscribe for me as well. So I need to become more involved again, and I want to do that. I don't like the behind the camera stuff. I like the on camera stuff. So I will be leading up Hot Off the Presser. That'll continue. Countdown to Kickoff will continue with myself and Lee. I think Lee's been a brilliant addition to that show, and and I'm really excited as to where we can take it, because I think going forward, it definitely works as a 2-man match preview. 90 after 90 will stay. That is our most popular show. There will be a slight innovation to 90 after 90, which shall I tell you now? Yeah, I'll tell you now. Why not? While we're going through everything, callers will still be. It's a Platinum Rambler privilege to become a caller on 90 after 90. So if you're not already supporting us on Patreon and you want to get more involved with the channel, please do. But they will get 90 seconds for their call, and that will be it. So they get 90 seconds each per call. So it's getting in all the information you can. I can still go back and forth with the callers, but it's a 90-second call. And I think that will add another element to 90 after 90, which I'm excited about. I'll be doing as many watch-alongs as I can. What might happen is the home game watch-alongs may not happen because I am at the home games, and I can't guarantee that other people are going to be available, nor do I want to have to rely on other people. I don't think it's fair that I rely on other people to do watch-alongs for me. So at the moment, the only thing I can probably guarantee is away game watch-alongs for Sheffield United next season, because that is something I've committed to doing myself previously. There'll be 2 new shows. One will be called The Fallout, which is going to be an immediate match reaction. I've spoken about this before, but it'll be an immediate match reaction for up to 10 minutes straight after the game, pretty much. So you're getting my raw emotion there, probably with my dad involved at some stage, because he'll be at the game with me more often than not. So you'll get my raw reaction immediately uploaded as soon as we can practically upload it. And that'll go out as soon as we can after the game. And then I'm going to do a manager reaction. So we're going to react to what the manager has said in his post-match reaction, and that'll be later on in the evening. 90 after 90 will move to the day after. So people will have time to chill and think about what had happened in the previous game. Then we'll do a 90 after 90. 3 Mardy Blades will go on the Monday night. So that is what we're thinking of doing for the Blades Ramble. Let me know what you think about it. We've also got, we used to do a show called Hot Topic for our Ramblers, and that will be resurrected in some format. We might be branding it as Football Therapy, because I like that name, but there will be some type of call-in show for paid subscribers only. So if you're a Platinum Rambler, again, you'll get to phone in, but it will be a show that's available to Ramblers on the second tier as well. So there's all sorts of things that we're looking to do. And then on the Jimmy Smith channel, that is the one that I've not yet nailed down my formatting yet. I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing watch-alongs of the big games in the Championship. I'm going to be doing, hopefully, a Team of the Week with Cal. That might be something that we look at doing. I'm going to be doing a prediction show as well for the Championship games with another creator, but we'll wait and see who that might be, because I've still got a couple of ideas on that one, so we'll wait and see how that goes. But that is everything, and in and amongst all that, we're doing loads of stuff. Like I went down to Oxford Natural last week. I put a video out last night for those that are asking a little bit more about what Oxford Natural are all about. They are a sponsor of the channel, and I am getting very good results from what they do, but I am not a hard salesman for them. They have not asked me to push this out continuously. I have got adverts that I'll play on certain videos and things like that, but in all honesty, obviously they're a business and they want to do well, but I don't want to be pushing something onto my audience that they're not comfortable with me pushing. I can only tell you from an honest perspective that it's what they are doing is working for me. But I went down and sort of found out a little bit more about what goes into their products and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, then that's on this channel. I had a meeting last week with CRS Accident Repair Centre, who sponsor 90 after 90, and they have agreed to sponsor not only the Blades Ramble next season, so they will continue as 90 after 90 sponsors, but they would also like to sponsor the Jimmy Smith channel as well, which I'm incredibly grateful for, and looking forward to getting all that stuff together so we can package it up nicely and get their information out to you as well, as they support the channel too. So exciting. And the reason for me titling it Motivation, Momentum, and Moving with the Times, that really covers me, moving with the times. And I think you always have to be, testing, tweaking, never settling on your laurels, but also knowing what works. And I love being on screen and connecting with you, and I don't feel like at the moment I've been able to. There's not a lot happening at Sheffield United, but I want to stay in touch with this community and sort of have my finger on the pulse. With that as well, all the Platinum Ramblers and the second tier Ramblers as well. Those that need badges that haven't yet got a badge, DM me details or WhatsApp me details, and I will get badges sent out this week. I've already spoke to Demo and a couple of others. So thank you for your support. It's been very much appreciated. Motivation and momentum are also something I'm quite keen on. As I touched on at the beginning, I'm on a fitness kick at the minute, and a combination of the right supplements, working hard in the gym, and also making clever choices as well, lifestyle choices, has seen me drop 16 pounds over the last 4 weeks or so, something like that, 4, maybe 5. So I'm really pleased with my progress. I am, and when you see that happen, there's a lot of motivation that comes with it. It's like, brilliant, I'm going to kick on, I'm going to keep going, blah, blah, blah. But that momentum sort of feeds into the motivation. I've had me check-in this morning with Finn, who's my PT, and he's sort of made a note of saying to me, what I don't want to see is if we don't have a big drop every week, which we're not. I'm down to about £2 this week, I think it was, which is still great. And I think, to be honest, that's a healthy beat to be at. Don't let it affect your motivation. I think he's not worried about me because he knows that he feels like, I think we both feel like I've turned a corner here and I know what I'm doing, and whatever combination it is of sups or training or habits, a combination of these three is working. Whatever is happening, it's working. But I'm also very conscious that if I gain next week and I haven't really changed my habits or my gym work or my diet or anything or my supplements, if I gain £1 next week, that it doesn't knock me off completely. And I'm really keen to make sure that doesn't happen. So, and it won't happen. It won't, because I'm conscious of it. So I have made significant progress, and sometimes it's trying to see the bigger picture rather than where you are at this moment in time. So that was all I wanted to jump on and say, to be honest, today. Keep you up to speed with what's going off on the channels. Hoping that you're all okay. We had Father's Day yesterday, something else I wanted to mention. And it's not always a great day for everybody. Like I was fortunate yesterday. I had a fantastic day with my girls, who spoilt me rotten and made presents for me and made cards for me and stuff like that. And I'm very, very lucky. Went to see my dad, which I'm also very lucky to be able to still do. And had a good hour with my dad, and we had a laugh and we had a catch up and stuff like that. Me and Sam and the girls went round. But also at the same time, he lost his dad 3 weeks ago. And we've got people I'm really close to through this community that have lost their dad or don't really see their kids as often as they'd like, and circumstances aren't always great. But so it's one. I don't really know what I want to say, really, because I think people know where I land with this sort of thing. It's trying to be aware and supportive of those around you. Be conscious to the fact that it's not always great for everybody. When you plaster in picture, everybody's got a right to enjoy their family time and stuff like that, and there's no real right for doing wrong. But I suppose it's just to let those people know that they're not on their own, and people are thinking about them. It's a difficult time for some, and as are all these sort of occasions. Mother's Day is tough for me and things like that. So just wanted to let everybody know that if you were struggling yesterday, today's a new day, and hope you kick on and have a better week than sometimes these days sort of pull you down a little bit. Hopefully you can kick on and get a little bit stronger as the week continues. Right, let's just get into some comments before I jump off. Gaz, the man in black, I can't get the comments on screen. I've forgotten how to do it, in all honesty, in terms of how Christian showed me how to do it, but we'll sort that. Gaz says, morning, Jimmy. Hope you're well. Loving this weather, except when I'm doing fizz. So Gaz has done some of his physical training this week, yeah, and he's done really well. Loving the updates regarding the PT you've been doing. Motivated me to lose 4.4 kg in 2 weeks. Up the blades, up all the rambles. Well done, Gaz. That's incredible, mate. Big T says, nah then, Jimmy lad, it's a warm one today. Look well, our kid. Keep it up. Thank you, Big T. Thank you, my mate. Appreciate that. Mark Meldrew says, good morning, my mate. How are we? Hope you're okay. And keep the fitness journey up, making great progress. 6 days left at work, then on Big Bird. Brilliant, mate. Where are you going? You have to let me know where you're going on holiday. I know I think it's George's going either tonight or tomorrow, isn't he? So, yeah, a lot of the Ramblers are off on the jollies soon. I think I've got a little bit longer. I've got about, is it 3 weeks on Thursday, Sophie were telling me? My 10-year-old daughter has to tell me when we're going on holiday. Dave Morwood says, morning, Jimmy. Oh, hang on. The wife's ringing, so I'll have to give her a call back in a sec. Morning, Jimmy. It's a hot one. Got me brew, got me send ready for the garden. Hope you're well. I'm okay, pal. Like and subscribe to all the channels. Come on, with a muscle emoji. Go on, Dave Morwood. Love that, pal. Hope you're good. Thom says, morning, pal. Currently sat in the shade on the beach. Hope you have a good day, bud. Thank you, my mate. Hope you're enjoying your alls. Batman Lou says, I think plans for Blades Ramble sounds solid, mate. Nice and focused, and with the main man on screen. Can't lose up the ramble. Thank you, my mate. Hope you're good. Alex says, morning, Jimmy. Hope you're good, mate. Must admit, missing the Blades. Hoping for a signing or two soon. Also, like and subscribe up the ramble. Thank you, pal. And Dave Moore says, this channel is getting too professional for me. I'm out. No, pal. I love it. The new ideas are keeping it fresh. Love it, pal. And seeing you on screen, I can put up with that. Thank you, my mate. I appreciate it. So, yeah, that were it. That's your updates from the other side. I know it's been a little bit sporadic in terms of when we upload on this channel. That might be how it continues for a little while till we get a bit more rhythm to it. But we're not going anywhere, so don't worry about that. If you're not already and you enjoy what we do, please support us on all of our platforms. We will be back tonight on the Jimmy Smith channel because we're covering the World Cup there. Despite it evolving into an EFL Championship channel, we are still covering the World Cup, and Gaz Dunn is there tonight, I believe, with Russ Bradbury doing Argentina versus Austria, and then on the Blades Ramble at 8 o'clock, when those boys have finished, it'll be 3 Mardy Blades. So we are back. We'll be covering all the fixtures on Thursday as well, if we don't do anything in between, on both channels. So I'm going to leave it there, and for now, I will see you on the other side.